What was it like growing up? You grew up in South Side, right?
South Side, 147, Sufton Boulevard, 116, Foch, all those, a lot of places in South Side. I've been around. I was in the streets for real, for real.
What does that mean?
In the streets for real is like there's people that actually out there getting in trouble in the streets. I was actually out there getting in a lot of trouble, doing a lot of dirty shit in the streets. I was in the streets for real.
All right, so what was it like growing up then? Like, what was your childhood like? What was your parents like?
Well, parent-wise, like, I basically grew up with my grandmother and my nana and my grandfather because my mom was a drug addict. She was heavy into drugs. You know what I'm saying?
When you say your nana and your grandmother, those two separate people?
Two separate people. My grandmother's mother.
Oh, okay.
When I was born, I was left straight in the hospital. I was in the hospital and I went to foster care from the hospital. So I was in there for about a year, me and my sister. And my sister's grandmother on her side, with her father's side, they took her and left me. And my nana, my great grandmother, came and got me.
Right.
And
Sure.
yeah.
Are you still tight with your sister?
I got to see them on like holidays, Christmas and shit like that. But you know, it wasn't like a tight family. It wasn't no tight situation.
From
like,
that separation, right?
Yeah, my mother was heavy. If anybody know about 150th Street in South Side, down South Road, that's where my mom's was. Like she was a part of that. I'm gonna keep it 100. My mom's was a prostitute. Right. So you know what I'm saying, for whoever there was a cab stand right on South Road right there. Right. Cookie, Fat Cat sister sister owned a store right on the corner. She used to babysit me and my brother when he was born. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Fat Cat sister?
Fat Cat sister.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we used to be over there on 150th Street. You know, I'll shoot you a picture because we got pictures over there. Me and my brother got pictures on 150th Street. If you ever seen the movie, what movie was that? With Wesley Snipes.
Sugar Hill?
No.
New Jack City?
New Jack City. When they locked down the car and they had the crackheads. That's how 150th Street looked back in the days, yo.
God damn.
At all night, it was noise.
How old was you around this time?
Huh?
How old were you around this time?
I had to be like, I was probably like 7, 8. I just going back and forth over there because my mother used to try to watch me. You know what I'm saying? At one point, my mother wanted me back because my nana had me. Yeah. She wanted me back, so she tried to clean up her life. And we actually, the stipulations was she have to clean up her life and they'll give me back to her. So when they gave me and my sister back to her, we lived, you know where pardon me, I don't want to say niggas' real names, but on 147,
right.
On 147, my nigga E, we live right next door to E at the Williams house. They had an apartment, Sandra, you know, her house. We lived there. And my mom used to leave me and my sister in there alone while she in the streets. So my nana went and got custody of me for real. So, you know, through the courts.
Where's your pops at this time?
Well, my pops was supposed to be a known pimp over there. You know, his name was, this was who I grew up knowing was my pops, because I was told his name was Ike. You know what I'm saying? He was from 150th Street. Supposed to be a known big pimp over there and everything. And so, but when I got older, I met somebody else that was supposed to be my father. What? Because one day when I was a little older, I found the Bible in my grandmother's house. And the Bible had my name as another last name. Had, Jamal something else. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, who's this? But they never told me who it was. And then a couple years later, I was with my daughter's mother, Davier Moms, and we pulled up to the house, and there was these girls on the porch. And I was like, I'm looking like who these girls is, like, making sure I don't know them because I'm with my girl at the time.
Hold on, bro. I just want to keep context to the story. What the age, because we was at 7, 8. Now you at around early 20s, 30s, when you find this information.
When I met the other father.
When you find out the Bible. Yeah. When you opening up this Bible.
The Bible, I was around like probably 13, 14.
Okay.
This
Okay.
Bible.
Okay.
And
But
then
then fast forward when you was with your first baby
with
mother.
my first
Right,
baby
that's
mother.
what
Now
happened,
fast
right,
forward,
okay.
my first baby mother, I came home and there's these girls on the porch. And I'm looking at these girls because I'm like, what did I do? Like, who is this? Like, I'm making sure I'm not in like cheating because my girl's like, yo, who them bitches on the porch?
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So I got out the car and they came up. They like, is your name such Jamal? I'm like, yeah. And then next thing you know, they started crying, and I'm like, my girl like, and they got on their cell phone. We found them. And I'm like, found me, and we your sister. Like, I'm your sister. I'm your sister. And they telling me, yo, your father, this is the name I always heard. Her name I heard, Russell. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be my father.
Was that the name of the Bible?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was the name up there in the Bible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they crying, they like, yo, they hug, like, we found them. Come to find out, my man Rob, you know, everybody know Rob, from off something, up in, you know, something. He told, because they approached him on Sufton Boulevard, and he's like, I didn't want to, because he told me, he's like, I didn't want to tell him because I thought you was in some trouble shit. You know what I'm saying? But he said something told me to tell him. And he told him where I live. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, to this day, I thank Rob for that. Like, you know.
Did y'all do a DNA test or anything?
Nah, we look too much alike.
Oh, okay.
My sisters, we all look alike. Like, my sister Mona and all, and we all look alike. Like, and I'm like, and I was just, you know, one day, I'm going to back up a little bit. One day we was in the house and my brother was there. My brother Touch, he was there. And somebody came saying that he was his father. And because we all had different fathers. My mother was just out there.
Which is Russell. That's
No.
Father.
Another father came. Another man came. He was claiming he was Tony's father.
Right.
And Tony kicked him out the house. Like, get the fuck out of here, all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I always said if that happened to me, I want to hear the story. I want to know.
Right.
So when this happened, they was like, can we bring you to meet your father? Fast forward back, can we bring you to meet your father?
Right.
So I was like, I told my baby mother, you know, she went and got Davier, whatever. And I left with them. And all this time, this man is living in Rochdale.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You know, he's living in Rochdale.
Which is not far from where
Which
you
is
were
not
at.
far, 2 minutes.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I go in there and, you know, and I asked him the question, like, so where were you? And I'm like, so where were you all my life? Blase, where's you? He was like, yo, your grandmother's so mean and this, that, and the third. She didn't want me to come to the house and this, that, and the third. And at that point, me knowing being with my grandmother, I said, this got to be the truth. Because my grandmother was like that. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was like that. So I was like, this have to be true. Be true.
How old were you when you figured that out? Did you confront your grandmother about that?
I you know, you can't. My grandmother, like, there's this thing they call stuck in your ways.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't confront her about nothing. She's not gonna tell you nothing. They don't know nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They act like they don't know nothing. They don't tell you nothing. So, you know.
And this is not your nana. This
It's not my
grandma.
nana. My nana passed away when I was 13.
Got you. This is later on. When you-
Sorry for jumping all around.
Yeah,
but
no, that's all. But I also want to let you know, because not like we don't know you, but you're talking to us, but you got a story to tell the people, so I'm trying to keep it in context. That's
cohesive.
all.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't want to say too much on this because we got a lot to talk about. But how do you think your parents affected you as a child? Like, what type did it make you angry that your parents wasn't there, or you know, being that you had to live with your grandparents as opposed to living with your mother and stuff like that? Like, how did that affect you as a child?
As a child, it didn't affect me. I had a great childhood. My nana, up until
people say this, they always come here and say they had a great
He probably was
childhood,
affected
but
and
getting
didn't
in
know.
trouble is not a sign of a great childhood.
What I'm trying to tell you is, up until my nana passed away,
Oh, okay.
my nana gave me everything that I wanted.
Okay.
My nana, like, she was a housekeeper for some white family, but she tried to give me everything. My nana showed me what I was missing, that unconditional love.
Okay.
I got that from my nana.
But I see what you're saying, Dill D-Size, because it's like, you know that's not your mom's.
Yeah.
Right? So, it wasn't no...
I didn't care.
Oh, you didn't care?
I didn't care. I
Yeah,
didn't know
I
my
think at that
mom.
young, it didn't take effect maybe until you got older. But at that when
age,
you're young,
I
you didn't pay
know.
attention
I
to
didn't
that
pay
right there.
attention to
Right.
it. You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
that.
I didn't like going
because you got love. Because we
I got
just
love. Yeah, I got
interview people who
who
went
do
through
miss that.
had a whole different experience.
No, I got love. I got even though like there was a lot of my uncles that lived in the same house, my Uncle Daryl, and they were crackheads the whole time I knew them. So they would steal everything I had. Like y'all remember when ColecoVision came out?
Yeah. How old are you now?
ColecoVision came out.
No. I remember when it came out, but when they're stealing stuff from you,
They stole shit from me my whole life. The whole
so
life.
you still look at that as not.
I still got love, but my nana, I just
I got you.
I
So
love,
you overall,
overall,
stealing
like,
and all.
you know what I'm saying? Like they was stealing. I'm stealing as far as I could remember. They was stealing. Like ColecoVision came out.
To answer your question, I do remember ColecoVision.
Yeah. The first, you know how you go back to school from Christmas?
Yeah.
Right.
That first day I went back to school, I came home, it's gone.
God,
Yeah.
damn.
I never told nobody. My grandmother didn't even notice it was gone, and she bought it for me.
Right.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I went through that. So now to get back about the childhood, when my nana passed away, I became cold. You know what I'm saying? I became cold.
But what about your other grandmother?
She protected her sons and everything, so that stuck with me.
Oh.
Like there was nothing you could tell her about her sons doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
the sons was the drug addict.
Drug addict. Yeah,
Okay.
she protected them. So I became cold. I was cold. I was cold. I got at 13 on. I went to jail at 15 years old for armed robbery.
God
You know what I'm
damn.
saying?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was cold. I hit the streets, and I hit the streets hard.
What's hitting the streets, man? Because
Selling drugs at 13 years old. I had the guns on me at that age and all that shit.
Oh, so you was like a wayward kid at that point.
Yeah. I was doing a lot. I'm gonna keep it 100 because a lot of people don't tell these stories. I never graduated from junior high school. I never graduated from high school.
Oh no.
I didn't even see these grades.
God damn.
I got pushed from elementary to junior high, from junior high to high school. I got pushed from all these grades, and I got pushed from them because I had an aunt that worked in the board of education, and I would get superintendent suspensions from fighting because I went from when I got to junior high school, I went from 210 to 202 to 226. You know,
God damn, you went to every junior high school.
I went to all of them because I was fighting. I was fighting, and I got fought so much that they moved me straight from junior high school to a 600 high school
In Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn, Sterling.
Yeah,
600. Now that was like I was in there at this time. It wasn't Bloods and Crips. It was Decepticons and Lows, and I was like one of the only Queens niggas in the school, and they gave me the respect because I cut school with them, and I was doing shit with them. I was on the mischief with them, so they held
So
me
you were
down.
around kids that was just like you at the time.
Yeah, but I was young.
Yeah.
I was young. I was real young. So
Damn. So how do you I don't even know how you sitting here at this point because your grandmother died. I mean, your nana died. That's
my
your
nana
grandmother.
died, my mother died, and my grandfather died all in the same time, in about a couple of months from each other. I became
And who
cold.
you said after you?
My nana died. My mother died. My mother died at that
Right.
time. She died of AIDS.
Oh man.
You know what I'm
Who did you
saying?
say after that?
Oh.
Huh?
Who did you say?
And my grandfather.
Oh, I didn't hear much about him. You on him with tight?
Yeah, my grandfather, he's where I got some of my creative skills from. He was a master jeweler.
Got you.
You know, he used to take me to work with him. So at this young age, I learned how to do diamond setting, casting, make jewelry and all that shit from him. You know what I'm saying? But I regret to this day not taking fully after him because he had to set up in the house too. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all ever been to Roosevelt Field, there's a building over there that got 666 on the building in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That bottom floor was their jewelry store. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had me a lot. My grandfather, one of his best friends was, I think he was the president of the Giants football team at this time. So we went to one of his barbecue. He gave me a gold that Giants football helmet with a diamond in the ear.
Right.
Yeah, my uncle stole that.
Wow.
Yeah, like I've been through a lot of shit, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what's going? I don't even. Are you even thinking in those ages, or are you just like acting? Because like I don't even know if a young kid can just process.
They tried. Let me go back a little. They tried to. I started going to. Remember, right there on Sufton and 115, there was a guidance center over there. I was going to that guidance center. They had me on Ritalin and all that drug shit,
right.
trying to calm me down. I used to go to Wexford Terrace on Hillside Avenue, and I
Did they try to do therapy for you or
psychiatrist.
something?
I had a psychiatrist, and that's why I learned how to play chess. Like, you know what I'm saying? When my psychiatrist taught me
What
how
you
to.
pointing at me for?
Because
Nah, I'm only messing with you.
Chess master.
Nah, you already know.
Yeah.
You already know.
But yeah, they had me on going over there, right? I remember this. I'm going to every Thursday. I'm going to see the psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
One Thursday, the psychiatrist is like, "Okay, next Thursday we want to talk to your grandmother. Like, you got to bring your guardian, because at this time my nana passed away, so my grandmother was my guardian. So they want me to bring my guardian to talk what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with me? I came home. Next Thursday, want to see you, grandma. They went, what they want to see me for? And I went back, and I didn't have my grandmother with me. And they was like, okay, there's nothing else we could do. If nobody's going to support the situation of helping you, you know, there's nothing we could do.
Man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing we could do. So I ended that, and I'm back going to school, fighting, and all the crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why when we say our era is different from the younger era, because we wasn't shooting at this time, we was fighting and shit like that. I was fighting every day.
So how'd you get into music?
What's up? This your boy DOC tapping in with thanks for asking. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we out.